Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody is doing well. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna move out of focus for just a split second, just so that I can make sure that the door is locked, of course, and I'll come back right in. Hopefully, everybody is doing well. Hopefully, everybody is doing well today, this fine evening. Hello, everybody. We are back again on the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi live stream, but this time around we are doing Danmemo. It's been a minute since we've done a Danmemo live stream, and of course I thought that this was an apt moment to do one, of course, because we still haven't read, of course, the final Danmemo story, and along with that we have to do some other things as well, you know, record buster runs. We got to make sure we are going to be doing the 7 zone runs and all that jazz. So of course it would be truly awesome, of course, if you guys could just stick around, of course, as well for the live stream, or if you're watching this as a video, stick around for the video. We'll have a lot of chatter. We'll obviously be reacting to the final ever Danmemo story, of course, as well. We are live with Danmachi Memoria Freese. Come hang out. Just posting this on the Discord as well, because yeah, I know a lot of you guys, a lot of the new guys are here primarily for Danmachi Battle Chronicle, but of course if you are a Danmachi fan, stick around for some Danmemo as well. That would be amazing. Let's see here now. Everything seems to be good in my eyes. I think everything seems to be good. Everything does look like it's all good. All right, let me just put out that we're live on Twitter as well. Live now with Danmachi Memoria Freese. 1 second, let me just do this. There we go. Come hang out. There we go. All right, let me just post this as well. Where's the image? There we go. Beautiful. Boop. There we go. Looks all well and good. I think everything looks good on my end. Let me know if everything is okay on your guys' end in terms of audio and everything. In the meantime, let me start off with doing all the dailies and stuff as well while we're here waiting, in terms of letting people come in. Of course, we started a little bit earlier than normal. Over the last couple of days, we have been starting a lot later than this, usually around 10:45 p.m. my time, a bit later as well sometimes, but yeah, we're starting a little bit earlier than normal. Hello, Sean. How are you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Okay, yeah, that's, I knew that I would need to adjust that a little bit. There we go. All right, beautiful. Just needed to adjust the chat bot a little bit because we did move it last night to the bottom left because some people were asking me to do so for, of course, the raid battles and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully everybody is doing well. But yeah, like I said, I think tonight we're gonna be focusing on just primarily stuff to do with 7 zone record buster, and we will be reacting to the story as well. Sometime in the middle of the live stream, I'll prop up the, well, I say I'll prop it up. I have it already up and running. I'll be watching it through Gacha Ampus's perspective of his video, because it's a lot easier than actually using it right here. In all honesty, doing it via this is kind of like doing it via the mobile phone. It's kind of annoying because the audio levels go up and down, and I might use that video for, or I might use that footage for a video, of course, right? So yeah, I'm gonna leave it for that. What character did I get from the 1 month UR ticket? I got Gareth. Which was really nice. I will take it as an absolute W, to be quite honest. I will take it as an absolute W. I'm sick, so I got to stay home from school. Well, nice that you get to stay at home, but hopefully you get better. Hopefully you feel better. It's a long weekend for you, so you've got enough time to recover. Yo, Zinkali, what's up, mate? How are you doing, bro? All right. Let me get my dailies done, and then we'll do, I think we'll start off by doing, actually, ooh, I completely forgot. I can also start the Grand Day stuff as well. I haven't touched the Grand Day rerun at all. So, yeah, absolutely good. A lot of content for us to do today. Absolutely a lot of content for us to do today. Nice one. I got Wine. Is it an L or W? I'd say it's in the middle. It's a W. If you have Gareth, you can use her with Gareth really well, right? But otherwise, I would say it's an okay-ish unit. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like bad or terrible, but it's not great either. It would just be average. I would probably put it down as, to be quite honest. I got the green assist Lafia for my 1 month ticket, but no Ice or Haruhime. I mean, you could probably use her with Ryu or any other DPS unit because the green assist Lafia is still very strong because of course your damage is there and everything, right? So she's still a decent option, but yeah. I think of course, yeah, you'd probably like to use her with Eyes primarily, of course. If not her, then probably Ryu and then Haruhime, I would say. That would be the direction I would go in probably with her, to be honest. How am I doing? I had 3 chemistry lessons today, 10 in total. I'm like a zombie right now. That is an oofers. That is definitely very, very rough, to be honest. That is very, very rough. I run Seer with Ryu. That's fair as well. That is fair as well. Yes, we do have clarity on the topic. It doesn't. It doesn't. It as expected, and as also, why am I so white in my 1 second? Let me try and change it a little bit. 1 second. Let me pull up the broadcast and see if I can maybe make some adjustments to the settings, because why am I so white? I just noticed it on my thing. It isn't, but yeah, that I made a video about it just a second ago. I said a second ago, a couple of an hour or two ago. Basically, I uploaded a video going over it. Didn't really change much. Can I lower the lighting? That kind of helps a little bit. I'm not as white anymore, which is a thumbs up there, I suppose. But yes, it doesn't give it to us. It's literally just like Danmemo, a 4-star guaranteed 11 draw ticket, which is basically meaning it's a multi. The last unit is a guaranteed UR adventure. It was what we expected originally when we thought that, you know, it was too good to be true, basically. And obviously turns out it was too good to be true. Again, I mentioned in a comment in that video saying, it isn't necessarily greed, it's just incompetence, really. They didn't say it right. They were very vague about it for the most part. And then along with that, on the Japanese translations, as well as the news in our section and the English section, it specified that it was one guaranteed UR adventure, but everything else was suggesting otherwise. So I genuinely believe it's down to primarily incompetence, more so than greed. I would say that if we had to put the ratio right now of how aiming has performed with this game, I would say it's like 60% incompetence, 30% greed, and then 10% of us having too many high expectations, to be quite honest. I think that's what the issue that's where the issue lies, to be honest. Since Dankro launch, haven't played Danmemo yet, don't know what to do. My interest in game vanished. That's fair. I think for a lot of people, it's actually the other way around. People who played Danmemo are sticking with Danmemo more so, rather than going to Dankro, because a lot of people don't like the way Dankro is designed, and I agree with them, to be quite honest. If I had to say which game I preferred right now, admittingly, of course, you know, Danmemo has obviously the 6-year head start, of course, right? But generally, as the game and the way they've set it up, Danmemo is a far better game as a Danmachi fan, personally, to me, than Dankro is, to be quite honest. I genuinely do believe that. I feel like based on simply the last month we've had, Danmemo has done more to be a Danmachi game than Dankro has, if you get what I mean, in terms of personally the way they've structured the game, the way they've been passionate about the game. Yes, have they made mistakes along the way? Absolutely. Danmemo isn't a perfect game by any means of the imagination. I think, you know, the 6-year-old players will be the first people to say that, but I do feel Danmemo has genuinely just been a better Danmachi game, personally. Yes, blame the masses, politician style. I didn't put the entire blame on them, but I did put some of the blame on them, because I do believe, I think what happens is, right, a lot of people have so many high expectations coming in from games like, you know, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail. Some others come from games like Azure Lane, Epic 7, and so on and so forth. And then you obviously get disappointed by a game like Danmachi Battle Chronicle, which is a game that takes a lot of elements from yesteryear gachas and honestly doesn't improve on, like, or doesn't modernize it enough, to be quite honest. So yeah, I personally am sad about the Wine pull and was hoping for redemption with the reward. Well, you might have some redemption there. You might be able to pull a unit that's somewhat decent. Unfortunately, from what my understanding is, again, I haven't seen the ticket myself entirely. This is just what I've heard from others. Eyes, Lafia, and Haruhime aren't even on. Well, Lafia, of course, isn't going to be on that one because it's an adventure ticket. But Eyes and Haruhime aren't on that ticket either. So there is that factor as well, unfortunately, where people will have to deal with that unfortunate situation as well, right? But yeah, no. Again, what I think they do is they preset the tickets from whenever they create it, right? So because those tickets were made before the launch of the game, they don't retroactively add them into the tickets, unlike how Danmemo does every 3 months, right? But yeah, that's just how it is. Like Danmemo doesn't update their gacha pools for 3 months, so it's, I don't think it's like that necessarily, but like, yeah, it's just the way it is. I doubled down on my foolishness. I mean, it's a free pull. I mean, you can't really do much about it. At the end of the day, it's a free pull. And I even said this in the previous video that I made, the video I just made. Credit where it's due, they are giving stuff in the gift box a lot, right? Especially with this free ticket that we got, right? I'm gonna be making another video soon talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly for Danmachi Battle Chronicle in more detail. Going over the issues with the game and stuff, and I'm gonna reference Danmemo quite a bit in that video, I think, of course, along with some other gacha games, right? But I think the thing is with Dancro, right? Sorry, Jesus Christ. Danmemo is a very sorry, not Danmemo. Dancro is in a very interesting position where they don't give a lot of rewards through actually playing the game, but they give it via the gift box and stuff usually, right? Like, we get a free multi every so often for just the banner release. Of course, the most recent banner, we didn't get it, which is kind of annoying. But for the most part, we've gotten a multi every single time we've got a free, the banner release, right? And then on top of that, of course, we get this UR ticket and stuff like that. There are ways for them to give out stuff, but they're not giving it out via the content, which is, in my personal opinion, a bit of a problem personally. But yeah. The problem is that I started playing it too late while Dancro's a new game, so I have a chance to be in top. Actually, no, but yeah, I was about to say, you can't be on top in a whale dominated. I'd still maintain Danmemo versus Dancro, you have a better chance of being on top in Danmemo. Honestly, I genuinely do believe that. I'm not even joking. I genuinely think that Danmemo, you have a way better chance of being on top compared to Dancro. Even if you start right now, honestly. The only issues, of course, Hero Festa units, you missed the perfect opportunity to get that upper hand, of course, right? But if you do have the Hero Festa units at +5, I generally think that you have a way better chance of at least getting into Hero compared to Danmachi Battle Chronicle, honestly. I finished in Diamond 3. I was like, maybe Diamond 2? No, it was Diamond 3. I finished up in Diamond 3. I get consistently Diamond, I'm okay with it, to be quite honest. And I'm already in Platinum 1 already. I'll probably finish up in Diamond 1 maybe this time around, or maybe Master if I have a smooth run from here on out. But I think Diamond 1 makes more sense, to be quite honest. What's up, Mac Diesel? How are you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's keep going. But yeah, I will be reacting to the story in a little bit. I'm just trying to finish off some of the Grand Day stuff while we're here. Like I said, today is going to be just a chill Danmemo day. I haven't touched anything from Grand Day, to be quite honest. I was waiting for me to do a live stream, but of course, as you guys know, been moving houses, right? Obviously, I think I'm officially settled now. In the last couple of days, we've just been organizing everything, trying to get builds set up, trying to get, you know, everything set up, you know, in terms of the Wi-Fi and everything. But yes, am I allowed to talk about data mine stuff from Dancro here? Yeah, absolutely, user. Feel free. I don't think there's really an issue in talking about data mine stuff, as long as, I mean, there's nothing really in there. I've seen the data mine stuff and there's nothing in there right now. So I mean, as long as it's I mean, there's nothing really questionable about it, actually. Yeah, go for it. I was about to say, I'm trying to think about it, but there's literally nothing in there that's significantly like, oh my god, is that something new or anything? But no. So yeah, you can go for it. Feel free. Alright. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a Danmachi channel, not a Danmachi Battle Chronicle or anything, but yeah. So I saw a picture of Toril and Freya in a scene card. Is it obtainable at the moment? I don't think a lot of the scene cards are actually obtainable, from my understanding. I know which one you're talking about, and I've gone through the scene cards a couple of times. There are a couple of scene cards that I do feel haven't been added in just yet at all. So I think they will be added inevitably, probably via, most likely, I assume, story content or something, right? Because a lot of the anime cutscene ones are just normal or rare scene cards, right? So I think that's what's going to be the case basically. It's definitely not an SSR or UR scene card from my memory, but yeah. It depends because it's not one of those newly designed scene cards. It's not like Sister Attack or like you know, the Firebolt one or anything of that sort. It looks like it's a basic scene card, so I don't think it's gonna be there. I don't think there is. I'm the only one who's data mining it, and personally I don't have the time to set up a repository. It would have to be down to somebody else. I know Weird said that he might, but it just depends on his time and his active time, because I know he's been playing Lost Ark a lot recently. By the way, for those of you guys who don't know, Weird is the guy who does a lot of the data mines for Danmachi Memoria Freese, and he sets it up obviously over there. But yeah, obviously in this situation I don't know how active he will be in setting up like the same things he used to do for Danmachi Memoria Freeze and everything. So yeah. All right, but yeah, honestly, I mean, we'll get Otarl and Freya inevitably, right? There's no doubt about it. It's just a question of when, not if, really, to be quite honest. And I think that when is, I want to say sooner rather than later. The thing is with the 3D models, from my understanding, is it's all split up. You have to kind of build up the assets together, and you need a very specific tool for that, and you need to know how to use it, which I personally don't know how to use it as far as I know. I don't think it's necessarily like a case of like where you can just immediately download them. So yeah. That's from my understanding, of course. I don't know if it's exactly like that, but that's my understanding of how it works. Is like you have it all split up and you build the models up basically. Not from scratch because you have the tools for it, but it's just a case of like building it up basically. All right, let's keep going. I keep forgetting that Grand Day is like a 40 chapter story, man. It was fucking long, bro. We will be here for a while to try and complete it. I'll probably do normal first, and then we'll go and watch the Memoria Freeze story. That is also another thing. The 3D models are very low poly. It's not like a Genshin model or like a Honkai Star Rail model or anything of that sort. It is very low poly. Evening Zero, what's up, mate? How are you doing, bro? How are you doing? Man, it feels so weird using my phone to stream again. Like I said, it's been nearly 2 weeks since I streamed the Danmachi Memoria Freeze, but yeah. They're good enough for Koikatsu, goddammit. Well. Alright, let me just do something real quick. Oh, 1 second. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stream. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention that also. I will not be able to stream on Monday, the Dan Crow live stream, unfortunately. I am going to London for some work. So unfortunately, I will not be able to be live for I won't be able to be live for the live stream itself, but I will be recording a live reaction to it after I'm back from London, so that I'm gonna be able to then upload it as a separate thing basically. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I will be live that day, probably in the evening, but yes, let's see what they announce. I expect Summer Part 2 to be announced, and probably Season 2 Chapter 2 to release soon as well. They'll probably make an announcement for that, and they'll probably address all the complaints and issues potentially, because they did do that last time around where they talked a little bit about the auto battle issues and stuff like that, but we'll see. They can talk about it, they need to do something about it though, that's the other thing. But yeah, that HSR day, I managed to get speed boots with double crit, but it got ruined with 2 rolls into break effect. Oof. Who was the boots for? Who was the boots for though? Zero. I've been today I was just I think, what did I do today in HSR? I farmed up the traces more for Pushuan, pretty much. Oh, you're preparing for Jinglu. Okay, got it. Okay, that makes sense. That makes much more sense. Fair enough. But yeah, I've just been farming the traces for Fushuan now. Then I'll probably start preparing the second team and then take on MOC when I can, to be quite honest. That's probably what I'll do. Actually, the second team, I just need to get the Nihility traces up, basically, for Fushuan and, not Fushuan, Kafka and Sampo. Because Asta and Bailu have already gotten their traces up, so they'll be the other two units that'll be on the team. Alright. I don't stream on Twitch anymore. I just stream on I just use my second channel for streaming HSR and other games. I used to participate in the Genshin Twitch livestream competitions, but it wasn't really that much, to be quite honest. Only a couple of people would come by. Could have been 4,000 free jades. I mean, yeah, I guess it could have helped with Jingliu and Topaz summons, but it's whatever. I don't really want to just go and stream on Twitch for that purpose only, to be quite honest. I am surprised that they're very lenient with HSR. I don't know what their marketing team is doing for HSR, but fair enough. Hey, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do to get people more interested in a Honkai Star Rail. Because Genshin's was very stingy, bro. Genshin, I remember I would get like a maximum of like 1,000 Primo Gems or something from Twitch. Not more than that. Not more than that at all. It would barely be a multi, basically. So, yeah. I'm using my cat as a pillow. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. The cat better be okay, bro. I mean, to be fair, if you have a low-fee cat, it's fine. Have you tried LD Player, Zinkali? The only other good emulator I know is LD Player. I don't know if there are any other great emulators out there that work well, to be quite honest. It's either LD Player or BlueStacks, realistically, most people use. Nowadays, a lot of people use LD Player only. But yeah, LD Player is the only other one that I know that's really good nowadays. Nox is washed, in all honesty. Mimeu is okay, but I don't know how well it stacks up, in all honesty. Mimeu is also another one. MEMU, that is. But yeah, outside of that, it's BlueStacks and LD Player. But yeah, it's between those four, really, and two of them are, I probably would say, down here, to be quite honest. Then BlueStacks and then LD Player. Alright, 1 second. Alright, there we go. I actually want to check one more thing. I forgot about the Grand Day thing, where obviously we got very special weapons for the Grand Day event. Can we craft them again? Because I know we couldn't, we could only craft them whenever we get the materials. Can we? No tickets, nothing stones, Grand ticket. I guess they probably drop later on, or is it in here? Yeah, it's in here. So these will allow you to build the behemoth weapons. These materials, basically. Damn. Okay, so they did add it. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if they added it or not, basically. No, not really. No, you only need it for the I would say just do it, to be quite honest, to get the Exilia. The Exilia is nice, but realistically you can kind of ignore it, to be honest. That's why there's a big problem right now with in my personal opinion with the raids, where it's just there's no reason to repeat it. I like the game mode. I think the only issue is there's the lack of replayability, to be quite honest, or not necessarily replayability, repeatability, because right now there's no incentive to repeat the stage, whereas I think it's a fun game mode. I wouldn't mind playing it again and again and again, and I still enjoy doing it on live streams and stuff, right? But I think it just needs a replayability factor to make it that much better. I think otherwise it's a good game mode. I genuinely think it's a good game mode. The foundations are there. The foundations are there. I have no issues otherwise. And honestly, the Salos rewards as well is pretty decent. Maybe they can increase it by like 300, 400 maybe. But that's about it, realistically. I don't really think there's any other issues, really. Mm. All right, let's keep going. Oh yeah, where did we, let me just check one thing. I completely forgot to check this as well. Where do we seed for Familiar War Games? Let me check. 5th. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I haven't done anything of Telskira Abyss. Telskira Abyss is one that I've just ignored entirely. I need to do that at some point. I definitely need to do that at some point. Have I read LN19? No, well, I haven't read LN19 itself. I have read the synopsis and summaries, and I've made a video on it. Yes, I have. Remember, no spoilers though, chat. just no spoilers. But I have read the I have read Ellen Volume 19. All right. Let's keep going. All right. I think at the half past, I'll probably kickstart the story. We'll watch the story together. I'd say it's a solid resting arc, so I would probably say 7 or 8. I liked it for the most part. Yeah, there are a couple of niggling issues. I wouldn't say it's a perfect light novel or anything. I would say it's a solid 7 or 8. Above average. Really enjoyed it. Liked some of the moments and stuff. But yeah, some issues as well, but nothing too significant in my personal opinion. Alright. Gotta wait 2 years for an English release? Depends on how quick Yen Press are. I mean, they're already doing Volume 18 and Australia Record Volume 1 in December, Jan, right? If they really are going all in, then they gotta follow the same route as Japan and do one every month, basically. I stopped Telskira almost entirely because it crashes the game for me after 3 to 5 battles. Oof. That's so weird. I always hear about these issues from other players, and there's nothing really against you guys. No offense to you guys or anybody else. But like, I always find it so funny. Like, every time I hear about these issues, and then I'm there like, I wish I could repeat those issues so that I could also say the same thing. You know what I mean? I haven't been keeping up with the Freya Chronicles manga, to be honest. I read the light novel, so for me, it was just like, I'm not that keen on reading the manga right now, to be quite honest. So yeah. Multiplayer is unfortunately Windows OS only. Why Apple always suck? Because Apple is very restricted. I'm not even, yeah, but that's just how it is. Apple devices are super restricted. At the end of the day, Windows and Android are far more open devices, so it's easier to make software and shit for them, to be quite honest. Old ass tablet, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I mean, even the Sword Art Tutorial manga, like, it looks cool and all, but I just don't know if I have it in me to reread the entirety of it again when I have read through the light novels like 3 or 4 times already. You know what I mean? Inevitably, I will probably read it. Instead of like doing my reread of the light novels, what I might do is just reread this manga. But the thing is, the manga does change a couple of things as well here and there, so it ends up becoming a case of like, oh, well, you have to be careful of what you're reading, you know what I mean? Rather than just expecting it to be perfect and all, to be quite honest. You have to be quite careful in that regard. You're Freya's _1 enjoyer. You must. I've read the light novel enough times to be a Freya enjoyer, to be quite honest. I've done that enough times. I've done that enough times, to be honest. Yeah, let's just do that. There we go. BlueStacks promised Mac M1 version in 2020 and still did nothing. That's tough. That is tough indeed. That is tough indeed. Maybe it's another BlueStacks software, maybe, or something. I don't know, because I don't know how they operate, to be quite honest. I don't know how BlueStacks operate necessarily, but yeah. I've not used an emulator in so long, I feel. I'm gonna have to use it for the sponsor on the second channel tomorrow, most likely, because it'll be easier to record. But yeah, I mean, it's just been like It's just, yeah, it's crazy that I haven't had to use an emulator in so long. My phone and usually nowadays games have PC clients, right? So it becomes a lot easier, honestly. That is something that I feel like it goes under the radar quite a bit, is just how much more interesting games have become now. Gacha games have become now, because everybody's like finally realized, oh shit, we can make a PC client. You know what I mean? It's so good. It's so good. There we go. I shall always be the number one Mikoto, Riveria, and Freya simp. My man's got all three going for him, bro. All three. 3 in 1, baby. Yeah, you'd have to go via a virtual machine, which is, yeah, unfortunate. That's the only reason I can play Dancro PC client. Exactly. I think it was a good decision by them to go for a PC client. And I'm also glad that the NeoWiz Gacha game is also on a PC client. It's just so good. It's just the right way to go about it. Honestly, it's a huge dub that they're going about it that way, to be quite honest. Again, I would still play it if it was on mobile. I mean, I'm still playing Danmemo on mobile as well, but like, you know, at the end of the day, it is a big dub that they're, you know, putting it on PC as well. Just makes my life a lot easier, you know? Makes everybody's life a lot easier, to be quite honest. 1 second. I'm just gonna do that, and do not disturb is on. So yeah, I needed to increase the brightness because I actually couldn't see my own phone, honestly. 1 second. I need to just check this again. What are you saying? What are you saying? Okay, yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. Okay. Okay, sorry. I was just looking at something really quickly. 1 second. I just want to check one more thing. Okay. Okay, sorry. I had to just check something. Yeah, Crossfire is shut down completely in April. Will there be console client? They said PS4, PS5 coming soon. Well, we don't know when that is necessarily, but it did say coming soon. They did say a PS4, PS5 version is coming. Any way to get art from the game? Yes, there is. There is a RAR file, which let me link it in the chat. I can link it in the chat. I'll have to go find it. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure I can go and find it. 1 second. Can I find it? Okay, I can. Ah, shit. Okay, I'll have to do it on another day, because I would have to upload it onto Google Drive and stuff. But I'll do it. I thought I'd already done it, but never mind. Bro, Xbox Series X, gacha games and JP gacha games and JP anime games, to be quite honest, is very rare to get on Xbox. I mean, Japan is not... Well, it is now on Xbox's priority. They want to enter the market now. But honestly, Japan and Xbox just don't go together really that often. I mean, you see the stuff with Final Fantasy, you see the stuff with any other game. For Japan, it's Nintendo and PlayStation at the end of the day, so... But yeah. I feel bad for anyone who crosses me on the PS4 version, as I played Encore on my iPad with my PS4 controller. God damn. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about this entire cutscene. The OG cutscene. Firebolto. The tag team. Let's go. Do I feel comfortable in my new home? Yeah, I do feel comfortable in my new home. It feels good. Feels great. Honestly, my housemates are all fantastic. I mean, these are people I've known for like a year now. Well, 4 of them I've known for a year now. 3 of them I've known for a year now, I should say. The 4th one is one of my friend's sister, the one of the 3 that I mentioned. so she's okay. The fifth person or the sixth person we got for the house was completely brand new, but he's really cool as well. I love how I went from like from 5 people I know to 4 people I know to 3 people I know. But yeah, no, I like generally the housemates are great. We've settled in really well. No, the house has been good. The house has been great. It's been very expensive, I will admit. Like I generally wish I had a I had budgeted a little bit more. Honestly, I'm glad that I budgeted well beforehand, but you don't realize how many expenses tend to add up. I'm glad that the furnishing was all there. To be quite honest, like a bed and everything was already there. Otherwise, it would have been even more pain. But like generally as well, like yeah, it was still very like a lot of stuff to consider, a lot of stuff to get in. We're still getting in more stuff and buying more stuff. It's been heavy. It has been quite heavy in terms of expenditure, but that's just how it's been, to be quite honest. That's just how moving is. That's just how the process of moving is. They surely all enjoy Danmachi. No, a lot of them are just primarily One Piece fans, to be honest. But yeah, you won't have your own familiar house. I guess, do you want to call it that? Sure, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Ah. 1 second. Something fell from my hand. I need to pick it up. There we go. All right. We're gonna we'll start watching the story right now. I've had enough. I've had enough of you. All right. Let's pull it up now. Let's pull up the video now. 1 second. Is it, where is it? There it is. Let me just do this 1 second. Oh, it's not this one. It's this one. Sorry. I was like, wait, why isn't it not showing? 1 second. All right, let me just do this. Let me do this. Will that work? I think that'll work. 1 second. You guys can't see what I'm doing right now, but like I'm trying to organize the thing right now. There we go. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let me shut the music down. Let me shut her down. I'm a great OP fan myself, but I can't get myself to like Gear 5's tune mechanics. I just can't do anything about it. Yeah, I mean, that's just how they wanted to present it. And I guess that's how, obviously, Oda wanted to present it as well. So I guess that's just how it is. All right. Let's watch this final Danmachi Memoria Freese story. I'm hoping it's a good one. I really do hope it's a good one. It's the last 42 minutes of any story we'll get in Danmemo. Kind of annoying. Kind of sad that they already presented it as Memoria Freese as the story title, but let's see. And the thing is, I didn't even realize it, right? This is canon. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll have to see what it says. I'll have to see what it shows, and it should be canon. I assume it'll be canon. Because it's just events. From my understanding, it's all events that take place after the events of Sword Art Rotoria 12, which should be, if it is canon, stuff from Sword Art Rotoria 13 and Danmachi Volume 15, of course, right? So we'll have to wait and see on that front. Another thing I was going to say was that this story is permanent. It's not going to go anywhere. You will be able to read it whenever you want. There is no like end date. It'll always be in the event tab. So that's something really cool that I didn't even realize they did. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to pump up the volume. Let me know if the audio is good. And yeah, let's get things started. All right, I've done my best there. But Orario, no, he did the impossible. That irritating little boy kept his promise. Who's this talking? I assume Loki? No, there is no audio. There is no audio. Even I have no audio. There you go. Oh god, it's loud for me, bro.
気になりません。エル様、介護してください。ミリにしてください。何言ってるんだ君は。帰ってくるなり泥のように寝てたじゃないか。
No, they usually go into the story digests in Kali, but they don't stay in the event tab. They go away after a point. Like, what I mean is, if you go into the quest stage and this, it goes away. It's not Loki, okay.
本当に想像を絶する戦場でしたからね。
俺も帰ってきてからすぐに釜に火を入れる気にならなかった。ロキファミリアの連中、ずっとあんなのだった。
The Loki family always getting into trouble with Gnosis and stuff. At least between volume 1 to 12.
僕たちは戦いの真ん中にいたわけじゃなかったけど、
I can see why you like Makoto,
そ
Sean.
れでもすごかった。
そうでございますね。リリ様もレーダー様と渡り合うような無茶をなさっていましたから。
Tried to compete.
仕方ないかと。実際は全然渡り合えてはいませんでした。
I mean, Lily only had 2 squads to take care of.
真相の話を聞いた時も頭げたけど、今回はそれ以上だったとか。
Yeah, that's one thing I'll still maintain, brother. How did Belle go from fucking the deep level shenanigans to like within 4 days going up against a version of Nidhogg and taking it down in one shot? It's crazy, bro. I didn't see him in the sling, bro.
じゃあ僕は少し
My guy was like, brother in Christ. I listen, my arm is gone, man, at this point.
ベル君、今の話の流れは何だったんだよ。前は君が一番重症だったし、今回も一番疲れてるはずだ
ろ。でもじっとしてると落ち着かなくて。
Yeah, it's literally like the arm injury happened and his arm was literally reattached and everything and all that jazz with the deep levels and all. And then literally 4 days afterwards, boom, Sword Oratoria 12 happens. So it literally is like back to back. It's like within a week, basically.
君たち疲れてたんじゃなかったのかい。
これは結局全員でだな。
ええ、そのようです。
Alright, we're gonna see the bumbling city of Arario.
都市の至るところは壊れちゃいるが、ギルドやゴブリンの
That's
連
good.
中が
Again, this is what I wanted to see even in the light novels, but they didn't really show too much of this, I feel.
これならすぐに元の景色に戻るでしょう。
I mean, to be fair, it was bad. Again, this is what I liked that they showed in the sort of the adaptation was Mia and the hostess of fertility going up against each other. Going up against not each other, but against the enemies on the surface. Such a nice addition.
知ってはいたが、どれだけ強いんだ、あの酒場の連中は。
I mean, one of them was the captain of the Freya Familia for a point.
それにしても、ベル様は無茶をしすぎです。真相での傷も癒えきっていないというのに、あんなわけのわからない邪竜と正面
Creaky looking dragon head on.
祈り事邪竜。春姫も故郷の絵巻で一度だけ目にしたことがありますが、そんな怪物がいたなんて。春姫くんたちが遭遇した怪人っていうのも、
I get the feeling that's
話を聞く感じじゃ大概のものだと思うけど。
Yeah, I mean, it was a completely different
ど
one.
ちらにしても怪我が治りきらない状態で
yeah.
やることじゃないね。
すいません。
そうですよ。単独でイビルスの幹部っぽい。
Evil's boss looking guy. They're talking about Vito, bro.
なんだって僕は初耳だぞ、ベル君。
I mean, to be fair, he couldn't do anything about that.
そうだ。僕腕の様子を見せにアミトさんのところに行ってきます。
ごまかすんじゃない。
それと確かめたいこともあるので。
Something else I want to check too. I wonder where he's gonna go now.
今ベッドを用意します。あなたを縫い付けるための。
That's one way to go about it, Ahmed.
アダマンタイトの鎖も必要です、ね。
Adamantite chains
あ
as
なたを
well.
縛り付け、身動きなど
Hey,
取れ
yo,
ない
Ahmed, can you take care of my
世
needs,
話は
lady,
私がすべ
please?
てしますので。
すいません、ごめんなさい。
My brother in Christ, you better run. My brother in Christ, it ain't ready. You ain't ready
こ
for
こ
this.
に来るまで走ってきた。その腕の容体も顧みず。あなたには怪我人という自覚はないのですか？きついお仕置きが必要ですか？私はエリスイスのように甘くはありません。
Erisu is Naza, by the way. There you go.
ナーザさんよりきつい。
You're planning something worse than Naza? Isn't that too extreme?
当然です。あの戦いに参加していたこと自体、私はあなたを許すわけには。いえ、神を止められなかった私にも非がありますね。
Only a max of one simp is allowed at a time, even if Ahmed is pretty fire. You simp for 3 characters. What do you mean?
ともかく、
How is that any
通院は
different?
続けてもらいます。幸い、致命的な状況には至っていないので。治療を続ければ、この装具も必要なくなるでしょう。
ありがとうございます、アミットさん。それと聞きたいことがあるんですけど。
Alright, let's see.
何でしょうか？
ここにビトーさん、赤い髪の男の人は来ませんでしたか？
Oh, we're gonna get into this now. Okay, so this is where Vito is.
赤い髪の男性。ええ、いらっしゃいました。
Okay.
本当ですか？
ええ、ですがすぐに去って行かれました。
どうして？
私に治療をさせてくれなかったということも。
He refused my treatment, but for one
そも
thing.
そも
But it was also that there was very little I could do for his condition. Ah. Uh-oh. The whole colorblind situation.
あの方が私に尋ねたのは一点のみ。自分の破綻を癒せるかどうか。ほぼ全ての五感に来しているという以上。しか
He
し、
was impairing basically all
肉体
his
には
senses.
そ
But
の
the
ような
problem
も
was
の
that
が
I couldn't
存
find
在しな
anything
かったの
physically
です。
wrong with him. Huh.
存在しなかった。どういうことですか？
彼は肉体に異常があるのではなく、神々の言葉を借りるなら魂そのものに欠損をきたしているのでしょう。欠損した魂は健全な肉体に影響を及ぼしているのです。精神よりもより深く根源的な部分から来る症状。
Okay.
私が癒せるのは肉体の損傷、もしくは精神性
But
の
a
病
soul
ならば
is, yeah,
やり
that's
よう
that's
もあり
something
ます
else.
が、魂の修復まではかなわない。
ビトーさんの魂。
I mean, we might find out in this
神
story,
がど
low
れだけ
key.
憐れみ、慈悲を恵もうとも救えなかった。
I mean, yeah, this means this is not canon, by the way. The moment they, I mean, Vito's not, he's dead. The main timeline, he's dead. This is not canon with Vito around.
せめて体に負っていた傷の治療を申し出たのですが、そちらは堅くなに拒否されてしまいました。私の破綻を癒せない以上、あなたの偽善を押し付けないでいただきたい。そう言われてしまった。
Okay, okay.
私は彼を止められませんでした。癒せなかった。
Become Bell. What's the problem? Just become
ア
Bell.
ミットさん、
彼を救えるとしたら、それは彼 彼が心を許した存在だけなの
Is
か
there
も
gonna
し
be
れませ
some
ん。
matchmaking Vito thing? Imagine Vito gets with I don't know, Tsubaki or somebody. I don't know.
やはりこうなりますか。知っていましたとも。世界が生み落とした救いようのない歌詞の結末など。理想ですか。あの少年との約束、どう守ればいいものか。そもそも何が今の私にとって理想だというのか。
Vito looks like Loki's twin. Loki, yeah. Yeah, I can see it kind of. Not completely. The hair color is quite different, but yeah, I can see what you mean. Although I think it's because the eyes are closed. So, yeah.
なるほど。無様な今の私の理想は死か。
Male mortal Loki, yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Both would be fine depending on the situation, really. It depends on the situation, I would say. Oh, what happened here?
傷が
Who healed
な
him?
ぜ
No. No.
あなたは
No way. Nah, bruh.
伊藤さん、どこにもいない。
No way. Noel? Really?
あれでよかったんだろうか。アミットさんにすら癒せないって事実を突きつけ
Bro, this is definitely not canon, bro. I mean, first and foremost, this is not canon, but holy shit.
だけだったんじゃ。
Did they? I wonder if the JP player base really loves that story, hence why they decided to bring her along.
リュウさん、
ベル、すぐに私と来てください。
There's no other reason why. I don't think so.
どうしたんですか？そんなに慌てて。
アーニャとクロエがあの子を見たと。シルやルノアも今手分けして探しています。
待ってください。あの子って一体。
ノエルです。聖夜祭の日に私たちの前から消えたノエルです。
The Holy Winter Festival. Unbelievable. They really brought the story back. Big time. Wow.
何も覚えていない。ノエルという名前も私のあなたにした所業も何一つとして。
商業ノエル
Transgressions?
それが私の名前？
一体何が起こっているのか。
But this is more like amnesia. Could it be a different spirit that just looks similar?
これは記憶喪失。それとも形が似たただの別のことい。どちらにせよ、これのおかげですっかり傷も癒えてしまった。
My bad luck knows no bounds. It's a skill issue, Vito. What can we say?
おじさん、おじさん、おじさん、誰？
おじさんではなくお兄さんとお呼びなさい。
お兄さん、誰？
あなた、見ず知らずの人間を助けたということですか。本当にヘドが出るほどお 人よしですね。
神様にね、
Oh.
お願いされたの。
神様。
ふわーっとしてて、お空に抱っこしてもらって眠ってたら、言われたの。
No way, bro. What is this? Is this the greatest hits basically of Memoria Freeze? What are you cooking here? What is a Mori sensei cooking here, bro? A few screws loose upstairs. I mean, this is accurate description of Erebus, I would say.
神様は優しいよ。
They really did just say the greatest hits of Danmemo. Bang! Here y'all go.
私に何か。ノエル。ビトーさん。
貴様、イビルスのノエルから離れなさい。
It's like the greatest hits from the 80s, yeah. Alright, I don't need spoilers. Thanks for the stream. Alright, have a good one, mate.
今さら神の影を追って何だというのか。一度死を覚悟した身。今度こそ終わるべきだ。
ノエルをどうするつもりですか。
さあ、どうするつもりに見えますか。
ゲロ。
ビトーさん、僕たちは勝ちました。約束を守ってくれませんか。あなたの理想を考え直して。考
えてみましたよ。
Alright.
ですが、全くもって酷な話です。
No, it's just that like, what is happening now, bro? I'm just trying to vibe. Who are these people?
私は何人もの、それこそ数えきれないほどの命を奪いました。7年前の大抗争をはじめ、殺戮を働いた。そういえば、疾風とあろうものならばわかるでしょう。
It really is just a full-on greatest hits, bro.
こんなひどく歪んだ私が今さら理想を、まっとうな幸福や綺麗事を追うなど土台無理な話です。私がたどるなら断罪であり。
For a second, I thought he addressed you. No, that's Ryu Gale.
ノエル。
ビトーさん、やめてください。じゃないとあなたを。
それでいい。やはり
Brother in Christ, Vito, you don't need to be
こういう
doing
関
this,
係で
bro.
なくては、あなた方に私を殺してもらいたい。身勝手な話で恐縮ですが、そろそろ疲れました。無様な悪を貫かせてもらいましょう。
You done goofed. Let's see what happens now.
人質が気になってまともに戦えませんか。本当に甘いですね。ですが、そうですね。せっかくだ。 こんな路
Oh,
地
what
裏で
happened
の
there?
たれ散るのも少々
I think that might have been an error on
私を
Gotcha Ampus's side. That's all good.
あの神に一種返し
I
を
was
す
like,
る
God damn, bro, what was that? Oh god.
待て。
追いましょう、リエさん。
It was clearly dubstep.
ピト、どうしたの？
黙っていなさい。
Actually, you're my hostage.
人質です。
人質？うん、私、人質。
Jesus lost.
黙っていなさい。
ピト、どこ行くの？
死に場所へ。自分でもへきへきしますが、私はやはりあの神に執着していたらしい。
ノエル！ダメだ、見つからない。
目撃情報もある。何人もの人が彼らを見かけています。このセントラルパークの周辺に必ずいるはず。
どうしたんだ。なんだ
おい、暴漢が警備を振り切ってバベルに入ってったらしいぞ。
Up the tower.
すごい勢いで上に
Wait,
登
up
って
the
ったと
tower?
か。
物騒ね。早く上級冒険者様が来てくれないかしら。
リエさん、
Is he gonna jump off the tower?
行きましょう。
I mean, okay, that's one way to do it, I suppose. Like, why is he going up the tower? Why?
ノエル！
Of course. This guy's an idiot. I forgot.
おや、お早いおつ。
Yeah, it looks like someone's disappointed dad. That is so bad also to think about. Like, oh, somebody wants to suicide and I'm like, oh, he's going at it again. Doing it from the top ropes this time, it
この
seems like.
娘を助けたければ私を殺せばいい。単純明快です。
Brother, you can just jump off. You don't have to do anything. Just jump off. And this win today, you might want to hurry up. We wouldn't want to see. Oh, there it is.
早くし
I was
なけ
like,
れば。
is he not gonna say
こ
anything?
の
Should I have to
娘
say?
が煽られて落ちる。などという事故が起きかねませんね。
貴様、こんな回りくどいことのためにノエルを巻き込むな。
いいでしょう、これくらい。悪とは己の最後にこだわる存在らしいですから。私のかつての出身もそうだ。
Drop her. Drop her.
彼はここを選んだ。
Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually.
バベルの屋
Forgot.
上
I
を
completely forgot.
選んだ。
It was here.
ここで。
That makes much more sense. Okay, never mind.
そうか。
All right, we take some steps back. I completely forgot.
まさか
Oedipus.
邪神エレボス。
言ったでしょ。一種返しだと。ここから自ら飛び降りてもいいですが。あの神。
Hell, if he's up that high in the bell, just run pray and die instantly.
私の瞳に刻み込んだ。憎らしい。今も時折夢に見る。ならば私も同じ幕引きを持ってこの記憶と魂を塗りつぶすとしましょう。あなたがここに居合わせるのも何かの巡り合わせです。
Astrea.
疾風。
I mean, it says it. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I saw what goddesses played Astrea. It was the same. Yeah.
さばいてもらえますか。他ならぬ正義の剣で。でなければこの娘を殺します。
ピト？
ビトーさん、 どうしてそこまでして。
では私もあの神の眷属であったというあなたに
Alright,
一
let's
種返
see.
しをさせても
Let's
ら
see
う。
what she's cooking. I don't think she'll do it.
一周返し。あなたが私に。
What's happening here?
7年前、私もあの邪神に散々振り回された。今思い返しても腹立たしいものがある。あの時、私は何度も問われた。正義とはと。だから、私も問わせてもらう。あなたは煙に巻くだけでベルの問いに何も答えていない。
リュウソン。
問いましょう。あなたにとって理想とは。
Damn. Hitting him with that question. Oh.
理想。
Let's see.
そんな無静の走る事柄はわからない。だが年を重ねて達観し歪んで腐っていくことを現実というのなら、理想とはありし日の子供の頃。
Halcyon days. Halcyon? What does Halcyon mean? Hold on a second. I actually don't know what that word means.
見えた子供の頃から、コンビは何を願っていただろう。
Denoting a period of time in the past that was ideally happy and peaceful. Okay. Fair enough.
いつから彼らを探す。
I did not know that was a word.
本で読む彼らの物語だけはいくら灰に染まっていても胸を揺り動かしてくれていたは
The
ず。
stories of the heroes.
いつから自分は彼らを英雄を恨むようになったのだろう。綺麗事ばかりの物語に唾を吐き、自分を救ってくれない幻想に失望し、それでも願っていたのは私が望んでいたもの。英雄
AU.
英雄に会いたかった。
I mean, you met one.
英雄になりたかった。
Wait, why is he in a sling there? Bell wasn't in a sling then. Hey, is he okay? Vito, my guy, you good?
無様
Don't
無
know,
様
man.
にも程
He
が
is
ある。
not okay.
なんて高顔無知だ。最後の最後にこんな馬鹿げた望みを思い出すなんて。恨みますよ、ベルクラネル。私にこんな痛みをよみがえらせるなんて。やはり私の末路は破綻した。救えない矛盾を抱え壊れゆく世界の歌詞。終わらせましょう。この地
He
上に
still
抱
wants
かれ
it.
た
Okay, fair. You know what? Fair enough.
どうか惨めに殺してほしい。かつて憧れた英雄の手で最後を迎える。それも 理想の一つやもしれません。
ビトーさん。
ビトーは英雄になりたいの？
Oh boy.
英雄になりたいの？
なれませんよ。私は英雄とは真逆の所業をあまりにも犯しすぎた。誰をも救う英雄になる資格など私にはありません。
じゃあ、私の英雄にはなれる？みんなの英雄になれなくても、私の英雄ならいい？
What a turn of events.
何をバカな。
Oh, wait, what are you doing? Is it both?
ああ、どこまで無様なのか。
It's
どこまで
still
滑
like
稽
now,
に
bro.
なれば
This,
気
what
が
is
済む
what,
の
what,
か。
why am I doing this to myself, man?
最後までこんな醜態を晒すなんて、この私がこんな小娘を。
ビトー。みんなの英雄になれなくても、私の英雄ならいい？
ならばせめて彼女だけは惨めな理想には至らずとも、この小さな命だけは。
ダメだ。まだこっちに来るんじゃないぞ、ビト。ノエル、ビトさん。
大丈夫ですか、ノエル？
リュウさん、今の突風は。
ええ、まるで二人を押し戻したような、生かすかのように。
That's one way to do it.
ビトー、ありがとう。
He did nothing.
ビトーは私の英
I'd
雄
just like to
に
point
なっ
out
て
he
くれ
did
たん
nothing.
だね。
Erebus did everything there, bro. He did nothing. Zilch, zero, nada. Don't jump off again, please.
やはり私は
Can't believe this
あ
dude,
な
bro.
たのことが嫌いです。あなたのことがずっと
Do a flip, do a barrel roll.
ビトー、どこか痛いの？
Let me guess, he can see in color now. Of course he can.
痛いの痛いの飛んでけ飛んでけ
行きましょう。
はい。ノエルとビトーさん、大丈夫でしょうか？
あの男にはもう何もできない。ノエルがそばにいる限り。
そうですね。ノエルはあの人のそばにいた方が。
ええ。アーニャたちは怒るでしょうが、シルは分かってくれると思います。私もノエルを譲るのはゴーハラですが、これから始まるのはきっと贖罪の旅。あの男自身が最も苦悩する。
I think we needed Seer in this.
男自身の罪が
We needed Seer in this one.
彼を苦しめ続ける。
I would have liked to see Seer react to Noel. That's the only thing I would have preferred. It's just, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get it, but yeah.
これから理想を追うと思います。あの人は、あの二人ならきっと。
そんなことがあったのかい。
Hestia was part of the Holy Night
本当に
Festival,
信
but
じ
yeah.
られないことがたくさん重なって、
Holy Winter Festival, sorry.
本当に神様の起こした奇跡だったのかも。
そうかもね。神ってやつは屈折
Vito reminds me of Gentle Criminal. I mean, yeah, currently, yes. The Astray record one, not so much, but yes.
未来は見通せない。
With Noel, he is like Gentle Criminal in a way, yeah.
分かってます。僕ももっと強くなって奇跡に頼らなくても神様のところに帰ってこられるようになります。
ああ、期待してるぜ。
おーいベル、いつまで喋ってるんだ。そろそろ行くぞ。
そうですよ、ベル様。ヘスティア様も出発が遅れちゃいますから控えてください。
今日の探索はクエストも並行でしたね。
はい、日暮れまでに帰ってくるとなりますと、もう時間の余裕はあまり。
さっさと行くぞベル。
あ、
ベル君、頑張っておいで。それから絶対無事に帰ってくるんだぜ。
はい。行こうみんな。
Oh no, no, don't do this to me, game. Ah, why? Why must you do this to me? Ah, I'm gonna start crying in a bit. No. Fuck. Man. God damn it. It's not even Danmachi ending, it's fucking Danmemo ending. And it was like the entirety of Danmachi ending, I don't understand, but bro, Danmemo as well, god damn it. I wonder if they're gonna show stuff from like other stories, like Australia Record and stuff. Is it literally? How much time is left? Let's see. Oh, 2 minutes. Okay. I was like, is it gonna be like 10 minutes of it just being literally everything that happened? Like, surely not. Cannot be the case. Season 2 content, of course. No, they wouldn't announce it in Danmemo, and if it was, somebody would have said it by now. It's not like it dropped today. It dropped a week ago, this story, so... Season 3 content. They're not going to do LN15. Just like they didn't do LN8, they're not going to do LN15. Are we going to get the Finn title card or? Yep, there it is. Finale of Danmachi Memoria Freese. I enjoyed it. Nice ending. I don't know if this is exactly what I would have liked, to be quite honest. I get, the whole thing with making sure that, obviously our boy Vito got his ending and everything right. But I would have preferred, honestly, low-key, more of a, like, look at everybody, honestly, more so than anything else. I think a look at everybody, I think, was a bit more important than anything else. Oh my god, what happened here then? What happened to the screen? 1 second, let me just figure this out. 1 second. Let me close this 1 second and reopen it up. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I really did like it overall. It was definitely like a greatest hits thing, of course. References to Holy Winter Festival, which, is it that popular? I didn't even realize it was that popular, to be quite honest. I genuinely was thinking it wasn't as the way they presented it, and it felt like they were saying like, oh, it's that popular. But honestly, I never realized it. I mean, I personally enjoyed it, and I know a lot of people on the global server at the time loved it tremendously, right? It was a very, very, very well received story in the global community, the NA community at the time, who was playing the game, of course, right? I didn't know that it was that well received in Japan to warrant it basically getting a callback that heavy, to be quite honest. Noel and everything, fair enough, but obviously they kind of had to reference Astrea Record and Argonaut, because those two are the next biggest, I would say those two are the biggest stories, not the next, but the biggest stories to have come from Danmemo. Of course, that's the reason why they have light novel adaptations and stuff, honestly. No, very, 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 very happy with what they did there, honestly, overall. Tremendously happy with the way they ended it. Obviously, like I said, I would have liked to have, obviously, more stuff with, characters like Eyes, Lafia, the Loki familiar characters that had a presence in a lot of stories. But yeah, overall, still a dub. I liked it. We got to see what happened with Vito after the events of SO12's adaptation, right? And it was a nice ending. It was a very sweet and nice ending for sure. It was kind of ironic as well that they ended that part at the end of the if you guys didn't notice, they didn't show a single thing from season 4, which I guess is a way for them to say like we couldn't do everything we wanted, really, because we don't even have technically in Belle's story, we don't have anything from the second half of season 3, the fight against Astreus and all, not there. And season 4 isn't there, basically. But yeah, it is what it is. Would you ever go back to Dokkan? You haven't played it in a long time. It's been it's been 6 months. I would say, I guess that is the long time gacha terms relative. No, I'm good. I'm happy away from it. I enjoy watching people suffer. Honestly, oh my god, the last couple of days in Danmemo Dokkan Bro, I wish we had their problems in Danmachi Battle Chronicle, because some of the problems they complain about, oh my god. Bro, there was somebody talking about review bombing the game, and I was like, brother, it's not that serious, bro. There's just no way you can be that, there's no way you can be that serious. I enjoy seeing people suffer. Listen, it is good content. It is good content. What can I say? But yeah, it's just like, bro, let's not get it twisted, bro. You wouldn't be able to survive one day on any other gacha game. Because yeah, like genuinely, I cannot believe that the complaint, like, bro, they were saying like, oh, we'll review bomb the game. Oh my god. And the reason why they were considering review bombing the game was because of one unit's buffs not being good enough, basically. And I get their point that, you know, villain teams in Dokkan have been completely trash. I'd argue to say they've been trashed for a very, very, very long time. I mean, Cooler helped a little bit, I guess. Yeah, sure, but like that's about it, you know. But yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Dokkan's always been that. I mean, the Saiyans are always the main characters. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a reason for review bombing a game, to be quite honest. You should just expect it now. And again, like Danmachi Battle Chronicle, I've said this many a times. Do not be rude when you are complaining, because if you are going to be rude and do review bombing and shit, it's not going to make a difference. They are going to ignore you big time. It's unfortunate. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. But yeah, I'm happy away from the game, to be quite honest. I'm okay with staying away from the game. I'm okay staying away from the game. But yeah, I'm gonna be curious to see how many people actually like the Memoria Freese story. I feel like a lot of people probably didn't like it that much, because they would have liked it more to be centered around a lot of the current characters and stuff, right? Not Vito out of all people, but genuinely think that, you know, Vito is a solid character nonetheless in the way they presented him in this section, for sure. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with what they done. No one accepts rude comments with open arms. Exactly. And the thing is, a lot of people perceive that to be the only way to basically get it in these Japanese studios' heads, but that's not gonna work. They think that being rude and review bombing and all that jazz is gonna lead to something, but my guy, it ain't. You are sincerely mistaken if that is the case. They ended with Bell and Ryu though. In the story itself, kinda, but it was the Hestia Familia that they ended off with more so. Not Ryu and Bell technically, because the cutscenes and all at the end and that finale section was pretty much the Hestia Familia. That's what they called it, a day on, which is good. I mean, it's the best way to end it on, to be quite honest. But I would have liked some other characters. I would have liked some other characters to be there as well, to be quite honest. Alright. Sorry, I was just checking something on my table. Something is very like... I don't know what it is, but it's... I need to probably clean it with a cloth or something, because it's a bit weird. Future Gohan? I heard he's really good. That's nice. Good pull. Good pull. All right, W there. I forget that how. Again, I'm still on normal, by the way. I might want to point. I'm still pointing that out. I'm still on normal, vibing here. Also, I just realized they didn't put the map in the game. Ah, that's kind of weird. They didn't add the map in the game in this at all. Because if you guys didn't know, usually for the anniversaries, they always add like a map or something, or like a very special sort of thing, basically, of navigating all the story sections and stuff. Wait, what? Oh, we got an 11 draw for... Oh, on normal, we got a normal 11 draw. Nice. Not complaining about that whatsoever. Not complaining about that whatsoever. The behemoth was like, nah, see ya. Goodbye. Oh man, that was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. got Lily from the 1 month UR ticket. That's really good. Congrats on that, and thank you for the kind words on Chunky Dwarf. Chunky Dwarf was very good as well. All right. Sorry about that, but yeah, let me see this. Let's see. All right. No, I was just looking at some of the comments. Am I gonna pull for Nuvilet? No. I'm going for Rio Tesli. Or Isley, as they call him in the store, in the VA's thing. I got very confused when they called him that, to be honest. All right, let's see this. All right, let's go and do the 11 draw ticket and see what we get here. No, I was just looking at some of the reply. Also, the reason why the music stopped was because I was looking at some of the replies in the video I posted, basically, in regards to it. But yeah, it was people just saying they're gonna. Two people said they're gonna quit, and I was like, okay, sounds good, fair enough. I can't really stop you on that one. It's absolutely fair if people want to quit. All right, let's see what we get here. Please don't tease me, Seer. That's Ryu. I knew which Ryu it was as well. It's a Ryu I've seen many times. I've pulled that Ryu too many times, to be quite honest. Kind of wish she got her Rainbow Door on a 3-star guaranteed 11 draw ticket. Let's see what we get here. Tiona, Lafia, Lunor. Man, that Aisha is something else. I don't know how many dupes I have in her already. Oh, that was my final one. Okay. I can sell that one then. Beautiful. I didn't realize I'd already got majority of her. Let's see. Good amount of dolb there. Beautiful. All right, back to this we go. What do we get in hard then? Is it another 11 draw? No. It's in very hard that we get it then, surely, right? Yeah, it's in hard we get it. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. But yeah, I think it's absolutely fair if people want to quit after this one. Absolutely fair, to be quite honest. I don't see a reason why a lot of people would be interested in Battle Chronicle the way it is right now, to be quite honest. And it's something that I kind of was expecting over time, to be honest. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I think the thing is, with the game right now, in the format it is, it doesn't take too much of my time, so realistically I don't care. It's something I mentioned to somebody in one of the comments. I said, like, at the end of the day, it takes up 10 minutes of your day at most. Other people who want to spend can spend. You're not forced to spend. Just go free to play and just experience the game as is. Realistically, all you're gonna miss out on is units you want to spend on, to be summon for, to be quite honest. But okay, is that really worth your, mental health of like not getting a unit or something? I think the thing is, right, a lot of people look at these games in a very different way, which is absolutely fair. Some of them try and make it their main game, which I always say, like, try it out as a side game and then go from there. See how other people pursue from there, basically. If it doesn't pan out the way you think it is, then just enjoy it as a Danmachi fan, as I always say. If you're not a Danmachi fan, yeah, that's absolutely fine as well. There are so many other gacha games you can go towards, basically, right? I pressed play again for some reason, even though I shouldn't have, but it's okay. But yeah, I think it's absolutely fine to, move on from a gacha game like this, honestly. I've always said it. There are some gacha games I would be like, okay, depends on your reasoning, but okay, sure, that's also fine. Like, the only gacha games I would say that would be the case where I would be like, weird that you're leaving this game, but it depends on your reasoning. Absolutely right. But yeah, and there's very few gacha games that I would say that for. I think there'd be like maybe 1 or 2 at most, to be quite honest. But yeah, don't think there's very many gacha games that I would say like, oh, why are you leaving this game? If you leave this game, I'm like, yeah, fair enough, mate. I understand why. I understand why, because there's always some issue or another with these gacha games. There is no perfect gacha game. As much as people want to say like some games like SDS Grand Cross way back when in the day, I remember so many people saying Grand Cross is the perfect gacha game, Dragalia is the perfect gacha game. None of them were perfect. None of them were perfect. Dragalia was close, I would say. I would say out of every gacha game that was out there, Dragalia was close. But Dragalia had its own issues of arguably being too nice. There is a thing as being too nice in a gacha game. Or Jump Collection was notorious for being that way, where they had to make a second Or Jump game because the first one was too generous to the point where people weren't spending on the game, and Dragalia faced the same fate. Why do you think Dragalia only lasted 3 years? Because just it wasn't generating enough revenue. People weren't spending enough on the damn game, right? There's a reason why so many gacha game companies are interested in money first and foremost. It's because that's what they want at the end of the day. So when you say one game is a cash grab, all of these gachas are cash grabs at the end of the day. Of course, the scale at which each gacha game is a cash grab is different, and you know, arguably to the extent at which it's different is different for sure. But like, yeah, it's just how it is. It's just how it is. I went 10 multis in Isis banner and enough in the summer units. I'm done with pulling, saving up for the beauty goddess of beauty. Let's go. It's all what all of us are saving up for. Companies are always interested in money, absolutely. And I mean, mobile games are always that way. They're aiming for high profit margins. A lot of people were saying like, oh, the global community is so important for Danmachi Battle Chronicle and some other gacha games as well. And I'm like, no, we are not. Because they could easily save so much costs in servers and in translation costs and everything by just, you know, stopping the global server. And the profit, the revenue we bring is arguably a lot less than the JP players. So why would they go for us? And especially now that we have this whole tactic of having a JP client on the, you know, JP PC client of spending on the game and everything, we're going to be spending on their version as well. So again, the JP revenue goes up tremendously because of that, right? So it's a bit weird in that regards. Actually, one thing I wanted to check. I wanted to check both games. I want to check Danmemo right now and see how Danmemo is looking like in terms of revenue right now. I'm actually quite curious because I haven't seen Danmemo's revenue this year. This month. I wanted to actually see how much was it generating. Oof. Yeah, this ain't good, Chief. I mean, it makes sense as to why it's this low, because the Grand Day banners are the only banners that have been live for a while now, and then at the start of the month the Hero Festas were up, so but everybody had already been done summoning. Wow, this is their worst month this year already. Which is to be expected, but like, yikers. Okay, let me just double check this 1 second. This would be 1 second. How much is the 1 second? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 US. Let me see. Yeah, only $330,000. Damn. That is, I mean, it's still a lot better than most gacha, many other gacha games, to be fair. But like, it's gone from basically being about $500,000-$600,000 per month to effectively half that, which is not bad, considering all things said and done. Considering we only have Grand Day live right now. But I assume a majority of that was from the start of the month when we did have Hero Festas. I do assume that when we do get the new Hestia and Haruhime, along with the Argonaut and Xenos Reverse reruns, it'll be a lot better. But yeah, it is a bit rough there. I mean, that's why I feel like the daily Selas Pass, as well as you know, some of the bundles and stuff, you get quite attracted to those because they're so high value. Like, even now, I would say that if you want to still spend on the game a little bit, in some way, shape, or form, the daily Salos Pass is the only thing I would probably recommend to spend on, to be quite honest, in the game. That's in Danmachi Battle Chronicle, that is. In Danmemo, it's a lot harder because their monthly passes are like, I would not spend on that, to be quite honest. Personally, I just don't see that much value in it, personally. But yeah, that's something that Danmemo needed to improve on like ages and ages ago. What I was gonna do was also check Battle Chronicle. How much did they make in the last couple of days? Because last I saw they had already hit $2 million. And this was before Summer Haru and Summer Lily release. How much is it right now? Let me see. 1 second. 1 second. I think I need to add one more zero. Yeah, $2.3 million on JP. And that's without the PC client. Why did I click play again? Why am I clicking play again? What's wrong with me? what is wrong with me? The problem is, Danmemo's revenue is probably gone from US. Definitely gone from EU and Taiwan and Hong Kong. No, sorry, not Taiwan, Hong Kong. KR and EU are probably no longer spending on the game at all. We're probably going to be seeing like less than $1,000 in revenue probably in those games. But yeah, US, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and JP are probably covering it. I mean, again, I think that yes, I think depends on how much costs have been reduced though. It depends on that, because I feel like the drop in revenue is more than the drop in costs, it feels like. I don't know the background of Danmemo's costs and stuff, so can't really say much on that. We'll have to see. But I do think that, of course, like a lot of it has gone away. You don't have to spend on VA performances anymore. That cost has gone, right? Of expending on the VAs. Less money on probably the artists, probably, right? Because you're only requesting them to be drawing like once every month or 2 months, probably, right? Is that a good start for Downcrow? I would say so, yeah, for especially the negativity surrounding it. $2.3 million is really solid, I would say. It's not revolutionary or anything, but I would say it's a pretty solid amount nonetheless. Well, I don't know about the server side. It depends on how much they do on the server, how much, if they've actually reduced it on the servers, because I don't know how server costs exactly work necessarily. Is it dependent on how many people there are in the game or what? But if it is dependent on that, then yeah, technically less server costs. But if it's already just them spending it on a certain amount per, then they would have to actively reduce it because the player base is reducing accordingly, right? Which I assume they would do, because why not? Why wouldn't you reduce the costs, of course, right? If you can and you notice that less players are playing, of course, you'd automatically reduce the server you would personally do that, but yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're meaning like from beforehand, yeah, I would argue that, yeah, it probably is cheaper than most other gacha games, yes. In terms of less programming, I still think they would probably still have a majority, I wouldn't say a majority of the team, 75%, 50% of the team still working on the game, because we still have events coming in, week out. They have to make sure that the programming is still going right? With war games every week, Record Buster every week, Familiar War Games. Obviously, the final master of Familiar War Games is a sign that they're probably scaling back the efforts quite a bit. But at least until then, it does seem like they'll still have the programming performances still going on and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that bad at all. It's just like comparatively to the previous month's revenue, it does seem like it's a bit of a drop off, compared in all honesty. But that being said, yeah, if you factor in obviously the cost side of things, yeah, it is definitely a lot less for sure. It should be, in theory. It should be like still not that drastic of a issue, to be quite honest. Damn it, it's still surprising that they didn't break what's it called? Like every Hero Fest a month, they got like 1.5 million. What's it called? 1.15. Fuck, I'm struggling here. 1 second, I'm struggling. They would break 1.15 million So one basically what would that be? 115 million basically they would break it, but yeah, like they didn't break 100 million at all, 100 million yen at all in the anniversary months, which surprised. Once the server shut down, we'll never be able to get into the game, right? Yes, exactly. Once the server shut down, unless they prepare an offline server, basically, yeah, there is no way of getting back into the game at all. Yeah, that's why a lot of people would like to have a potential offline server if possible. Yes, I will be doing an RB video over the weekend. I was kind of thinking I'd do it on stream, but probably not. I'll save it up for a video tomorrow or something. Most likely tomorrow. I think we'll have 3 videos go out tomorrow. I'm not probably going to be streaming tomorrow evening because I will be waking up really early on Sunday, but I will get 3 videos up tomorrow. I'll be getting up the Finn Record Buster video up, the Don Crow tier list, and one more video. Probably the reaction to this or the reaction to the Danmachi Battle Chronicles Summer Story. Alright, let's keep going. Okay. Probably the standard events can be configured and run by filling out a web form in 5 minutes. Not a lot of effort to keep those running. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I just think that especially because there are going to be consistent changes and they're still releasing new units, right? So Record Buster, for example, needs to keep updating in terms of the weaknesses, the resistances, and all that. So there has to be something there. I guess they could make it simpler by pre-setting up everything, right? Kind of like how they've effectively in the data mine, for example, right? They pretty much just put everything in from the get-go, right? For the next month, basically, we know what's coming up. We know that there's a summer event, summer banner coming out with Summer Hestia Haruhime. We know Argo Part 1 is coming out sometime next month, probably. Then we would have, obviously, the whole thing with Xenos Reverses rerun as well. So I guess what they can do is they come in, put in everything for a month, and then just have like a couple of people around to effectively make sure that it's smooth and working, basically. And then if there needs to be any support, they are there present still, but it's not the full team working on it, maybe potentially, right? I do wonder if some of the team is being moved over to maybe something like Heaven Burns Red, because Heaven Burns Red is doing extremely well for WFS, right? So I wonder if they're probably going to be going over there to help out with maybe the global version of that game, because we still don't have a global version of Heaven Burns Red, and I think that people are suggesting that it is going to be coming soon. So maybe that's the thing as well. But yeah, have I evolved any characters to 70 already, or am I being cautious with the mat? Being a bit cautious with the mat just in case. You never know when if I get something around, in the near future, might just use it on that instead. I thought the Don Crow story was short but cute. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have in store for us in terms of the story, for sure. Hopefully it's cool. Hopefully it's cool. Alright. Let's see what we're cooking here. We're cooking steak from these black bees, baby. Not really, no. Not really, no, we're not. Alright. I think. Alright. I don't know what I was gonna say. Actually, I just blanked out entirely. Let's keep going for a bit. But yeah, I think, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say this. Oh yeah. Tomorrow I'll be doing 3 videos. And then Sunday I'll be back for more streams and stuff. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I will be live for the I won't be live for the Monday live stream. Unfortunately, we'll see what they show off there. To be quite honest, I'm hoping that we get a roadmap or at least some more information about what's coming up in the future, more so than anything else. I assume they'll probably do the raid battle with that with Lafia or Bets VA. Probably one of them will probably try out the raid battle, right? And we'll probably get some information about like what's coming up next and what's the next raid battle potentially and all that jazz. What's the next event? I assume that we're probably gonna get a new Bet or Lafia based on the fact that they're both there, right? Because last time, if you guys didn't know, we had the Haruhime event live, and we had Haruhime being one of the hosts for the live stream, right? So it does seem possible that we might get one of them to be you know, the next unit, basically either Bet or Lafia. So we'll have to wait and see there. It does seem like in most likely it might be Lafia for, of course, Summer Lafia, because we are going to be getting part 2 of the summer event. I hope people still remember that, right? So we'll have to see on how that goes and what they're gonna show off. But yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing what they're gonna show off in the live stream once I'm back home. And obviously Tuesday is the finale of Danmemo's Aurario Z live streams, so we will be live for that one for sure. 100% expect to see a live stream on that Aurario Z live stream. I am very much looking forward to it. It is gonna be kind of what's the word? Kind of melancholic in a way, where it's gonna be a bit sad, but it's gonna be pretty good nonetheless. I do feel like it's gonna be a good final live stream. I'm very, very excited to watch it. The final time I'm gonna have to translate a Danmemo live stream, and yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very excited to see what they cook, man. I'm super excited. I assume they'll show off the new Haruhime and Hestia there. I do wonder if they're gonna announce something else there, maybe. If there's anything that they're gonna announce, maybe something to do with the end of service. Maybe they have finalized the date, maybe. Because we know the game is going on until at least winter 2024, so maybe Jan 2024, Feb 2024. Again, my expectation for Danmemo's service to end is probably sometime in like April or May because of the fiscal year. I do wonder if they finalize the date potentially, because now everybody kind of knows it's ending. It would be just you may as well give us a date now, right? In all honesty, I think that'll be absolutely fair. That way people are ready to go and you know, can enjoy the game to the maximum until the end, effectively, you know, until the end. Oh, I forgot this squad was a thing in Grande. Mord, Ryu, Anya, and Lenore. What a squad. What a squad, by the way. Mord is a part of the Hostess of Fertility, baby. He's now part of the Hostess of Fertility. Let's go. Alright. Un momento, por favor. Alright. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream there, though. I will be back, like I said, on Sunday for more live streams. Tomorrow, expect a bunch of videos nonetheless, though. I will be streaming, I will be recording a couple of videos for Danmachi Battle Chronicle, as well as Danmemo. I will be doing the Finn Record Buster. I haven't done it at all as well. I haven't done it, well, I've done a run. Or 2 runs, I should say, but I've not done any more than that. So I'm gonna save it up for tomorrow and definitely get a run in and do my very best. I haven't even seen the weaknesses or anything. I've been completely blind. I assume it's weak to wind because of the Grande eyes and the fact that this is Earth, of course, right? But that's for me. That's for tomorrow me to figure out and to see for myself. I always like seeing it live on recording. You know, see what the enemy does and everything. But yeah, that's gonna be good. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching the live stream. Appreciate all of you all for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this live stream, remember to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already done so, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Have yourselves a good evening. Bye bye.